Okay. So how can we remain loyal to Jesus? How can we remain loyal to the Lord? Not in our own strength. No, we will not. We will surely fail, because Romans 7:18, 24, and 25 lets us know that we need God's grace. And we could get the strength through prayer. Right? And so the Lord commands us to watch and pray. James 5:16 says that the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man, a person who is right before God, avails much. It is powerful. See, God will give us the courage to stand for him when we are tempted. And I know this to be true because I've experienced this one too many times. So we must be on guard, pray for strength to be loyal to Jesus. See, the disciples, they lost their chance to do that, to gain their strength to pray because, they fell asleep. But, we could learn from them, right? Little did they know, they didn't know what was going to happen. And then we read that Jesus told them that one of the disciples were going to betray him. Then we found that later on that was Judas when he came with the army of soldiers. And then Peter tried to defend Jesus and cut one of the soldiers' ears off. And then Jesus had to remind him that, because Peter didn't understand God's will. So Jesus had to remind him, I don't need you to defend me or protect me. I got to call a host of angels here to defend me. But this is God's will. And then prophecy was being fulfilled at Jesus' arrest. And then in that moment of disloyalty, that's when all the men, they left Jesus and ran away. And then as they were leading Jesus, Peter was following Jesus at a distance. And then that's when he denied Christ 3 times. And then the rooster crowed. So, yeah. Oh, and while they were sending charges against Christ, they were saying, oh, this man, Jesus, this man that calls himself the king, he was saying that he was going to destroy the temple and build it back in 3 days. So they misquoted him. He wasn't talking about, the actual temple at that time. He was talking about his death and resurrection, like his temple, himself, Jesus. And so, yeah. And then when Caiaphas was, asking him, do you not know anything? Do you know nothing? See, Caiaphas was trying to get Jesus to publicly claim to be the Son of God because that was blasphemy. So in the minds of the court, this would be a blasphemy, it would be punishment by death. So, yeah. I think we're all caught up now. So we can start Matthew 28. Oh, 27, sorry, not 28. When Jesus is handed over to Pontius Pilate.